Hey everybody, Austin back again with my part 2 of my Painkiller Hell and Damnation Let's Play. Now let's go ahead and just get right into it. I'm going to go ahead and click Campaign. I'm going to go ahead and select my level. And we're going to go ahead and just continue where we basically left off. And just like before, I've already got my cards unlocked from my first playthrough. So we're going to go ahead and just keep what I've got equipped. I've got the invincibility card. I've got the weapons reloading card faster. Weapons reloading faster card. Double damage. Double the ammo in ammo boxes. Increase the initial health to 150. And that's basically my arsenal. So we got the opera stage, and again, I'm not going to be going for trying to complete my card goals because I've already unlocked the ones that are easy enough for me to unlock. There's a couple of cards still left over that are, well, they're pretty challenging to get. Things like finding all the secrets, because I don't know where all the secrets are, or destroying all the objects, which oftentimes means finding all the secrets so you could find hidden objects, things like that. So, nah, I'm not too worried about it. So, we've got the opera stage. We're going to go ahead and continue on with trauma mode. So let me go ahead and pop the headphones on. Actually turn it down a little bit so my mic doesn't pick up the sounds. Alright, that sounds about right. And alright. Still a little bit laggy like last time. I think I'm still running this on 16 by something. 1680 by 1050, so let's see how well I do, you know, again with these laggy controls. What I should have done is actually put the game down to like 1024 by 768 and recorded it that way. Primarily because in Fraps I'm actually only recording this at half the resolution. So, I mean, the video resolution is only going to come out to being like 800 by something anyway. So it's still not going to look perfect. And so really what I should have done is lowered the resolution. And yeah, I definitely should have done that. Man, definitely should have done it, because it's running a lot more choppy now than it was last week when I did my first part of this Let's Play video. So, maybe on the next episode, if I, well, provided I can't take it as it is, I'll have to definitely lower the resolution. So here we go, we've got the Soul Catcher weapon. Again, you know, if you guys missed my first episode, basically this is a really overpowered weapon. You've got this razor blade that shoots out, and it slices through multiple enemies at one time. But the thing is, you've also got this beam, which basically locks on the enemies, and it stays there until they're dead. So, I mean, it doesn't take a lot of effort to kill enemies with it, if you know what I mean. So, whereas the original Painkiller weapon, you actually had to be accurate with it in order to, you know, destroy your enemies. Let's go ahead and turn on the flashlight. Now I'm gonna have to be extra careful because then, again, this is on trauma mode, so basically you get very little health bonuses on trauma mode. The souls do not give you health, so it's something you've just really got to be careful with. Try not to get hit. I guess what I'm going to be trying to do is gathering all the souls, though, because, well, I mean, you can still turn into your demon form in trauma mode, which is something new to this remake of Painkiller. You couldn't do that in the first Painkiller. Trauma mode on the first Painkiller was actually really, really cool, and that's one of the most disappointing aspects of this version of the game, in my opinion. Basically, in the first Painkiller, you did not have souls on trauma mode, so the game was naturally a lot more difficult in that manner. But basically what happened is the game also had an alternate ending, and it also had a sort of secret level that you only got by playing trauma mode. And you actually ended the game early once you killed, what's his name? The big gargoyle boss. Totally forgot his name. Can't think of it just because I'm playing and talking at the same time. The game actually ends after you defeat him. Which, if you play it on anything but trauma mode, there's actually a whole other chapter you go to and a whole other set of stages. But it's cool that the original Painkiller had that sort of difference. Unfortunately, this game does not. So there's not really, aside from just, you know, showing it on your screen and maybe getting some achievements or something like that, which I personally do not care about achievements. I would rather have cool unlockables that you get, you know, from playing the game on the hardest skill mode, or, you know, getting the alternate ending. That's a great incentive to, you know, play it on the hardest skill mode. But this game doesn't have that, so unfortunately it's lacking some of the charm that the original Painkiller had. But I digress. Here's the good old shuriken gun, or whatever it's called. I'm gonna try to conserve my ammunition, at least for now. Put the flashlight back on. Now there's actually some items up there, and to be honest with you, I have no idea how to get them. No clue. So, it would be nice because those blue orbs right there, they actually are ammunition for your soul catcher. So, but I'm good on ammunition for the soul catcher, so it's not really a huge deal. Thanks to having double the ammunition and ammo boxes, it's not such a big deal. So. Now these guys up here, this is something new in this version. You don't have these little carts here with enemies on top of them. You have to be careful though, because those guys are tossing out basically bombs or grenades or something like that, so watch out for that. The first time I got to this part, I actually almost died because I didn't even realize they were throwing out grenades. Because again, you know, that doesn't happen in the original Painkiller, so... Got hit. Let me gather these souls, and I think I'm going to do some shotgun action just to vary things up a little bit. Actually, I think there might be some armor over here, so let me go ahead and try to grab that. I think there's armor. No, no armor. I was wrong. Completely wrong. But I know there's some sort of health over here. Wow, I'm all wrong today. Could have sworn there was health over here. What the hell? Yeah, right there. Gonna go ahead and just save it. I'm at 92 health right now, and I think... ooh, what was that? Yeah, see, that's exactly why I wanted to save it. I think I equipped the card that says I can start with 150 health, and not my health actually can go to 150. So, I think my health is basically just stuck at going to 100 right now. I think their projectiles have splash damage, so you really have to watch out for that. So let me grab this health and just book it. Ah, crap. Oh, shoot. What am I doing? I need to, actually utilize the soul catcher. Possess some enemies. I totally forgot about that. I'm not used to using the possess function just because it wasn't available in the original Painkiller, so... I'm still kind of playing this game like I was playing the original Painkiller, so... Wow, those guys are idiots in this game. The little Pinocchio dudes were pretty brutal in the first Painkiller, or Battle Out of Hell is where they debuted. I mean, they were faster, and they popped their noses out, and they're not doing that in this one. It's kind of strange how they kind of nerfed some of the AI in this game, but in other areas they you know, they really ramped up the difficulty on the AI. Kind of a strange design choice if you ask me, but that might have been intentional. They might have purposely wanted something a little bit different. See, we got these big guys. Pretty sure I can possess them. Yeah. Hey, the painkiller is actually working for once. That's great. Oh, I've got 3 more souls and I turn into a demon. Let me see if I can get some extra ammunition that I may have missed out on. Just bunny hop my way around. Now I don't want to get that many souls. I don't want to get the next soul. Because this part really isn't all that challenging, so what I want to do is just kill these guys. And try to use the souls for the next part where I'm back in the main room and it's a little bit more challenging again. So I'm just going to take my time. This is one reason why the original Painkiller was such a good, or I mean the Painkiller weapon in the original Painkiller is, this is one of the reasons why it was such a good weapon, is you could just throw it out and let it sit. In Painkiller Overdose, in the very first stages, or in the very first stage, not plural, they throw out these armored guys, these guys with swords and shields, and, not swords, it was, these twirly things that they spin and they throw it at you. The name eclipses me right now. But they would basically block your attacks with their shields, and this was on the first level. They were so annoying. You could actually just use the Painkiller, shoot it towards the ground, and just sort of aim it like this, and they would run into the laser, and that was basically the way you wanted to kill those enemies. It wasn't always so obvious to me when I first started playing the game, and that design choice, having those shielded guys on the very first level, was actually kind of frustrating to me because it made Overdose a much more tricky game to get used to than the first Painkiller. But once you get the hang of using the Painkiller and actually using that a lot, you know, portions of these games become much, much easier, especially in Painkiller Overdose. I'm gonna go ahead and just skip most of this stuff. I mean, it's nothing too special, but there is some health over here I do want to get, and I think there might be some armor as well. I'm not doing terribly. I mean, 41 health, you know, 66 health now, 150 armor. I mean, if I really wanted to, I could probably just shoot it out like this. Just sit here. Four guys. 5 guys. 6 guys. And again, I don't really care about picking up the souls right now because I kind of want to save it for the next big room battle where it won't be as easy to just sit here and take my hands off the controls and... So I just like the flexibility this series gives you. I mean, I could sit here and just goof around like this. Am I gonna get him? Am I gonna get him? Wow, that was close. I mean, I could sit here and just goof around like this, but I can also just go gung-ho, play with the shotgun, play however I want, play with just the soul catcher. Ooh, don't want to touch that. Oh no, son of a... Oh, come on! That was some BS. Total BS. Alright, well, let's... I was not trying to do that. I thought... Oh, man, what a waste. Not a complete waste, because, I mean... Now I can at least gather souls to build my possessing meter, which it's full already. But there's no way I'm going to be able to get 66 more souls, so... What a waste. Oh well, can't complain. I'm surviving. Doing a little bit better than I was last time. Yeah, it's definitely a little laggy, so... That's making aiming a little tricky. Just a little bit. Here's money that I don't really need, but sometimes it's fun to just pick it up. One thing that's kind of annoying about this game is that you got these ATMs, and in the first Painkiller, I'm pretty sure that you could blow up the ATMs and they would drop money. But nope, not in this one. And I was pretty sure in the first Painkiller you could also blow up fire hydrants. Not fire hydrants. Fire distinguishers. Fire extinguishers. God damn, I can't talk. Can't talk worth a damn. But you can't do that in this one either. So there's it seems like there's a little bit less in terms of environment interactivity in this game. Which, I mean, blowing up fire extinguishers and, you know, ATMs, that's really minor stuff. You could do that stuff in old games, like Doom, and... Not really Doom, but, Blood, I think, had that, Duke Nukem 3D, etc., etc. Actually, I want to save this weapon, because if I can get a big group of enemies, the shuriken gun, combined with the lightning function, is just really, really good. Let's juggle that fat bastard. See, when you juggle enemies in this game with the Painkiller, they drop special money. If you hold tab, you'll notice on your gold meter, it'll have a plus sign. And those are basically the special gold items that you pick up by juggling enemies and things like that. They actually add on top of the amount of gold. They actually add on top of the maximum amount of gold you can find in the stage through, you know, destroying items and things like that. So, juggling it's fun in this game. I like that. Again, that was one of those things that I discovered pretty late in the game when I was playing the first Painkiller. And once I did, that added a whole other level of just kind of creativity as you played the game. It was really fun just juggling enemies. And knowing how to do that was actually really, really helpful, because if you started a brand new game from scratch, and you basically had a 0 gold, but you wanted to equip the cards you found, juggling enemies and sort of grinding for gold was an easy way to basically guarantee that you'd be able to actually equip those cards that you bought. Not bought, but unlocked. So... Well, no point in even gathering the souls because I'm out of ammunition now, so... You actually have to have at least one of the razor discs in order to be able to throw out your possess function. So, again, no point in even trying to gather the souls with it just because I won't be able to use it even after I've gathered the souls. So I'll just stick with the shuriken gun for now. Whoa! That dude came out of nowhere. Jeez, where are these guys coming from? Another thing to keep in mind if you're really familiar with the first Painkiller is the secondary attack on this weapon in the original game really wasn't all that good. It would eat your ammo like popcorn, and it ran out way too fast to really be all that useful. In this one, on the other hand, they slowed it down. Like, you look at my ammunition ticking down as I hold it down, it's going down like one, I don't know, every, I don't know, 3/4 of a second. It's pretty good. So I mean, you can just let it burn in this game and not feel like, well, you're gonna run out right away, just like in the original. And the other thing is that the damage on it is actually pretty good in this version too. Let me stop talking so much so I can actually finish this. Who's left? Somebody down below, I'm assuming? Yep. That's it. What are we at? We're at, wow, 25 minutes already? Holy crap. Well, guys, we might just be playing through these 3 stages, and that might be it. I don't want this to go on for like an hour or an hour and a half, so... what level was this? I think this is the train station, and this level is kind of a pain in the ass, actually. It's a little tricky, so I'm definitely going to be trying to play a little bit safer. But this is where you do get the rocket launcher. Yeah, I just realized I didn't use my cards in the last level. So that's something I'll have to make sure I do on this level, too. Watch out for those flamethrower guys because they explode just like grenades. When you destroy them, they explode, so you definitely want to stay away from them. Some of the animation isn't as good in this one as it is in the first Painkiller. It looks kind of wonky, but can't complain too much because it's a budget release. It's not a full-blown $60 game. The original Painkiller, when it came out, was like I think it was $50 when it came out. So you know, it's not like this one costs that. Then again, it is only a fraction of the game. It's not nearly as long as the first Painkiller. So. Let's go back here because the rocket launcher should be open now. And I think it takes you to a secret. Yeah. And this is something I don't think happened in the first Painkiller. I don't remember. But I don't recall it happening. If it does, I never got it. So, you have like this weird flashback or something.
You shall have no God.
Occasionally the game throws weird cutscenes at you like this, and it's something that the original Painkiller didn't do. I mean, it kind of detracts from the experience, I think. I would rather have no cutscenes like this. I liked how the first Painkiller was just cutscenes at the end of each chapter, and it sort of, you know, progressed the story bit by bit as you completed each chapter, so.
Guess that's right.
Now what it's going to do is actually going to put me up in one of these, like, risers up top.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. No? Man, it was somewhere... I don't know how he did it then. The secret must be somewhere else in the stage, but you can actually get on top of the risers by teleporting up there somehow, and I seriously don't remember how to do that. But I did it the first time I was playing, so... I don't know. Shotty, we'll do shotgun. Get behind the ATM since they don't actually explode this time. I swear the hit detection is kind of off as well. Like, those blades look like those blades look like they hit those guys, and they just went straight through them. So that's pretty annoying. I like that addition though. The witches pushing trash cans along. That's something they don't do in the first game. And that looks pretty bad. Very unpolished. That beer bottle was going straight through that guy's face. Alright, let's skip through this. Stay down here. Those skull guys with the shotguns, they actually, they take more hits than other guys. So it's best to just freeze them if you can, because you can kill them in basically one hit. Now this is where things are going to get really choppy for me, because there's going to be a lot of enemies coming out. Now I've got the possess function ready, so what I'm going to do is try to get a big group of enemies together and then just toss out the possess function and try to possess a bunch of guys at once. That'll definitely help me on this part a little bit. Get all those stakes I don't need. Because the stake gun is kind of useless on stages where there's just big rows of enemies or constant streams of enemies. Jeez, I'm getting hit. Switch over to the rocket launcher. Actually, you know, one of the things might have been jumping on one of these trains and... see, I don't remember. There was... maybe it was... there was a way to get up there. You see that health up there? There's a way to get up there by doing something here. And I don't remember what it is, but I did it by accident. I seriously do not remember. No? This is where they start shooting, so get back. Whoa, where'd you come from? Behind me, obviously. One of those paintings, perhaps? I don't know. I'm gonna have to look that up just to verify again. I know I'm not playing in an intense manner today, but I'm kind of trying to play it safe, but at the same time, it's with the controls and everything being kind of laggy because of recording, it's a little more difficult to do it. And I don't know why it's more choppy today than it was the first time I recorded. Or did I put the visuals on very high settings? I'll have to check once we're done here. Come on, man, really? Mass Chopper, achievement unlocked. Hard to possess these guys because they die the second it hits them, because they're very weak enemies in terms of, you know, hit points. I'm gonna actually try to save the demon form again for one of the upcoming rooms that gets kind of challenging, so... just take it easy, I guess. There's a secret back here. Health and armor. Alright. Time to kick ass and chew bubblegum. But I'm all out of gum. Actually, I have some gum. Wait for these things to disappear. And not pick it up this time by accident. Alright, so which one do I want to do first? I'll do this one first. All right. Now in this last pattern, they're going to come out from all sides, and they're going to be the type that actually shoots, so probably I should have waited a second before grabbing that soul. Kind of like that, I ended up wasting a lot of health by using the souls at the wrong time. Yeah, I knew better than that, but I'm invincible right now because I just used my cards. I think this is not a bad time to use the cards because, you know, I think the rest of the stage should be pretty doable without too much trouble. There's going to be a bunch of enemies in there in the hallways, so you can kind of just stay from the outside and shoot in. It's probably the safest way to go about it. It's mostly just your soldier enemies that don't fire, so I mean, it's not a huge threat, but you do have the occasional grunts back there, guards or whatever you want to call them, that do fire at you, so those are the guys you kind of want to pick out first if you can. And don't forget, you can always use the arrows at the top for basically a reference point. It always points to where some nearby enemies are. It's really useful when there's only one enemy left and you don't know where it is and you don't feel like hunting it out. Just go towards the arrow. Come on, man. Get me up. Thank you. That should do it, except for this wall right here. And that is a perfect example of why it's good to know exactly where your enemies are. So, I'm gonna use the possess function first and foremost in this next part, and then it's basically the end of the stage after that. Yeah. Yep, use it on that dude. Use the lightning shuriken, very useful. Spreads out and zaps enemies. Just like so. Make sure that guy doesn't explode. Alright, we're good. Alright, we're at 43 minutes, so I guess what I'm going to do, guys, is just do this next stage, which I think is the boss fight. Yeah, I think this might be the gargoyle guy. So, then we'll go ahead and wrap up this session of the Let's Play, so... Yep, just as I thought. Alistor, that's it, that's his name. What I like to do is equip my rocket launcher, and as this guy flies out, go straight for him. You can take most of his health out. If you're good, you can take all of his health out on his first swoop. Unfortunately, I did not do that because I didn't catch him in time. I hear him, but I don't see him. Where the hell is he? There he is. Watch out for his fire. Once you get his health down, which I have, he flies down from the top and he smashes through the top floor, the top layer. It's actually a really cool effect. And he does that like 2 or 3 times, and then you get to the bottom floor. And then that's when you can officially kill him. So right... Oh, crap. I forgot he's all beefed up and shit on this one. Alright, there should be some armor here. Yeah, definitely want to grab the armor because this guy does a lot of damage. He can kill you really fast. And something you actually had to worry about in the first Painkiller was falling to your death. You would actually take damage in that game from falling too far. And this boss, I literally get most of your health sucked away just from falling too far when he smashes the floor through. So... Alright, his life's down. Let me try to grab some more health and get these rockets while I'm at it. Yeah, good stuff. There we go. This is the bottom floor. So, try to get behind, hide. He shoots flames just like you see, and he also shoots fireballs. Go ahead and get this health, switch back to my rocket launcher. You'll see why I want to have my rocket launcher right here. Basically what he's going to do is he's going to walk to the center, his health is gone, and he's going to activate these statues, which gives him his health back. What you want to do is attack the statues the second he starts doing that. Just like so. Basically what you have to do is destroy all the statues, and that was a pretty good run. I got all of them but 2. So what I'm going to do is try to run back over to this side to make the next batch a little bit easier. With the updated visuals, this boss fight actually feels a lot more intense in this version than it does in the original game. Oh, come on. Got him. So, alright guys, that's episode 2. We'll go ahead and let the story roll out, and after that I'm going to go ahead and just wrap up this portion of this Let's Play, and that basically takes us halfway through Painkiller, Hell and Damnation.
Soul catcher.
So many souls in one place.
Give it to me.
Your pass to freedom.
Eve.
What do you think? If I gave it to the Grim Reaper, would he release me from purgatory?
Eve, don't make me do this.
I told you, I'm not your enemy.
Thanks.
I'd like to go with you.
Why?
Because you can't trust the Reaper. I don't want to see you suffer again.
Let's go then. But don't bother me.
Alright guys, so again that basically wraps up part 2 of my Painkiller HD Let's Play. So I'll be back, I don't know how long, with part 3. I'm going to go ahead and go through chapter 3, and then after that we'll do chapter 4. Yeah, and then probably after chapter 4 I'll go ahead and do the Cemetery Halloween stage, which is a really cool level in this game. Again, it came as a pre-order bonus for those that pre-ordered the game and paid for it before the game actually came out. And it's a really, really fun level. You'll like it. So anyway, I won't let this drag on too much longer. Thanks for watching as usual. If you're new to my channel, feel free to subscribe. I'll be back with some more videos soon, and absolutely a follow-up to this Let's Play series. So until then, guys, take it easy.